I think now, before I head in for a shower in bed, I'm going to read the evil calculator. Okay. The evil calculator. I was doing my math with my brand new calculator. It was so totally cool. Could tell time, do any kind of math, play games, was a camera, could mimic my voice to tell me answers. It could even make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Well, anyway, I was doing my math when all of a sudden my calculator fell off my desk and hit the ground with an ear-splitting smack. An ear-splitting smack? Why would I add that detail into there? I think I was trying to be funny. That's if you... That's funny. Okay, I should have kept reading. And hit the ground with an ear-splitting smack. That's if you're an ant. Mr. Ripplestein Wrinkleface scowled at me and said, "Pick up your calculator, give it to me, and shine my grubby shoes." As he finished talking, somehow my calculator yelled out, "No! I don't want the glass screen to turn back." I don't want the glass screen to turn back to sand from your ugly face. I wouldn't touch your shoes if my life depended on it, you old bag. Yeah, it was pretty gruesome. As you probably guessed, I got sent home and got grounded for a life and a half, but it wasn't my fault. The next day I went back to school with my calculator and it yelled to two girls, "You're so fat, I bet you..." What? Man, what grade was I in? Oh man. "You're so fat, I bet you get rug burned by walking across your living room floor." It turns out these girls are sensitive about their weight. My calculator was freaking me out. I just wanted to throw it out. But then again, what about math? I love it. What sucked more is I had English first block and my English teacher wasn't what you would call the best of teachers. Mrs. Rip-a-Head-Off said hello to me as I walked into the room. I was about to return the greeting, but the calculator called out, "Shut it, Granny!" Mrs. Rip-a-Head-Off looked so surprised. "What did you just say?" I just stood there. I realized the calculator has my voice. That's what I was, what do you call it? I was doing a little setup here at the beginning. When where did I say that? I was telling all the cool features. I could play games with a camera, could mimic my voice and tell me answers. It could even make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay. So now the teacher here, Mrs. Rip-a-Head-Off, thinks I'm insulting her, calling it or saying "Shut it, Granny." Okay. All I could get out was when she just for some reason yelled at the top of her lungs, "Off with your head!" Borrowing there from another, I don't know if that story is as good as this one, but we could say it's one of the greats. Up there with this one. "Off with your head!" I ran as fast as I could out of the door and into the bathroom where the janitor, Mr. Grunthorn, was sweeping. "That dirt on the ground looks just like the dirt on your face." "Oops, I'm sorry, that is your face." Mr. Grunthorn looked at me, but before he could say anything, I raced out of the bathroom. I bumped into Mrs. Wrinkles, our principal, who didn't get her name by accident. Unfortunately, my calculator yelled out, You have more wrinkles than a dried up prune." I ran as fast as I could as my calculator kept calling out insults like, "Don't look in the mirror. You don't want to pay for the damages of school property." And others like, you're so ugly that when you looked out your window, you got arrested for mooning. Oh man. I couldn't stand it. Somehow I didn't get suspended or anything. I just got detention. Oh man, this is hilarious. Okay, I can see that now. I must have carried on writing on a different day here because it's a different pen. The next morning I was so tired that I could hardly get out of bed. Somehow I managed to eat, shower, and get dressed. I made it to the bus, but when I got on, Mr. Crackle Manure. Why did I give every grown up with the weirdest names? Mr. Crackle Manure. Mr. Crackle Manure called out a joyful hello. My calculator called out, shut up and step on it. Quickly I cleared my voice and said, sorry, I'm just grumpy this morning. At school I went to homeroom to drop off my backpack and rush to PE. I never did participate. I was just the water boy. I was just setting up when they started playing basketball, and the basketball almost hit me. The calculator that I stuck in my back pocket exclaimed in my voice, hey freak show, watch it. Why would I bring a calculator to gym class? Okay, this is in first person, but I'm obviously not me because this I would not be the water boy. I loved doing PE. Hey freak show, watch it. Luckily no one heard. It was time for everyone to get their drinks of water. An oversized An oversized boy, but not really fat, went into the middle of the line with some friends. My calculator blurted out, hey fatty, this is a water station, not a concession. We don't give out donuts and chocolate. I thought, oh great. He approached me. I see that my teacher has circled my spelling mistakes. He approached me. What did you say, punk? How would you like to eat some fist? I don't remember what happened in those few seconds, but when I finally opened my eyes, I felt a lot of pain. Then I heard, hey, is that all you got? Come back and show me some of your stuff. That's the calculator talking. 2 broken bodies later, I was in the nurse's office. What happened? Asked Mrs. Breaking Arm. I don't know. I'm fine. Can I go home? Oh yeah, and I forgot to put in a bunch of question marks here. I went home that day with an aching body. I went to my room when a knock on the door startled me. Hey Calvin, I have a surprise for you. I think you'll like it. Can I come in? Oh, I guess that must be the narrator here must be Calvin. She opened the door before I even answered. Here, she handed me my calculator. I groaned. She handed me my calculator. I groaned. She left and I looked at the screen which said, watch out, I'm out to get you. The end. Got a 28 out of 30. Great story, very entertaining. Make sure you add question marks when asking a question. And in my artwork, 15 out of 15. Even though I didn't do the required amount, which I don't remember how much it was. I did 2. So that's a hilarious story. I do not remember writing this at all. I do remember that I had to write this, but I don't remember actually writing this story, like what I wrote. But I do remember that I wrote it, for sure. That's hilarious. I wonder, maybe I was in grade 7 or something like that. I'm just trying to think. My teacher thought it was a great story, so I'm imagining, I think I must have been in grade 7. Frick, that's funny. Okay, as promised in the regular vlog, I'm going to show you the rest of this binder. I already showed you the two trucks here. This eagle and this pistol. Here's a map. And this map is obviously inspired by Lord of the Rings, because I have a lot of the same language in here. Land of the Terrible, Mount Doom, home of orcs and goblins. Oh man, trolls and ogres and gremlins as well. Yeah, I drew this. I remember that. Pits of Death. Look how big those pits would be compared to the size of Mount Doom. You could easily avoid those. Lava Lake, Watchtower of Doom, Dark Forest of the Dead, the Home of Men, River of Good and Bad, Mountains of Royalty, Royal Watchtower, Home of the Elves, Elf Forest, Tower above all towers, Land of Apes, Monkeys, Baboons, Gorillas, look how I spelled gorillas, and Chimps, Archery Land, Archery Lake, what the heck, that's funny, Dwarf Lake, Dwarf Land, Unknown Mountains, Lake of the Serpents, Island of the Monks, Great Tree of Life, Middle Earth, there's more of that Lord of the Rings influence, Great Lake of Life, Ranger Territory, Hobbiton, Wizard Hills. Okay. It's a car that Dakota drew. I never really liked drawing cars at an angle. I wasn't good at it, and apparently neither was Dakota. But you know, kudos for trying. Mountainscape, that's not great. I'm pretty sure I drew this, but I can't be absolutely certain. Not very good at all, but you can see what I was trying to do. Those are some giant trees right here. Okay, what else is here? Some blank paper. I don't know what that was about. I guess just testing colors. Okay, now we're going back into the young age. Door. I don't know why I would have done that. This is supposed to be a race car, like a probably a drag car with this huge fin here. Or it might have even been like a Formula One mixed with a drag car or something. Oh, I remember drawing this. This is a crotch rocket. That's terrible, but also kind of awesome. Look how big that motorcycle would be. Oh, a Kushkin. I probably saw that in an Archie comic. So I started reading Archie comics when I was about, well, as soon as I could read. So I must have been in kindergarten or just a little before kindergarten. And anyways, these little Kushkins were advertised in the Archie comics. Alright, what is that? Oh, draw 6 objects. Yeah, so I must have, this must be like what? This must be kindergarten. Well, I guess maybe I wouldn't be able to read. This must be grade 1. Okay. What is this? Okay, this is a wolf. And if you notice, if you look closely, it's actually a connect the dots. So probably me or my brother would have drawn the dots for the other one. And I remember that I drew wolves like this. So I probably did the connect the dots, and then Dakota colored it in. I probably drew this and then put in the teeth, and then he did the rest and then colored it terribly. Oh man, this is a drawing of Froggy. Damn, that's hilarious. We had a little stuffed frog and we called him Froggy. Oh, and this is this is hilarious. This is Mama Bear, we called it, and she had like a heart. It was actually a Santa bear, but for whatever reason we made it the mom of all the other teddy bears that we had, and it had like a light up heart. So that's what that's all about. A terrible Santa hat. Oh, okay. These are semi-trucks or semi-trucks. This is one that's carrying a monster truck. Terrible monster truck there. But you can see I really liked when the hoods were up. Of course, this one has no engine. This one does. This one this one has well, I imagine this was supposed to be just the back of the rig, not a trailer, but on this one I have like the cab and the sleeper maybe, and then the monster truck is actually on the back. So this must be a flat deck. Maybe that's what it was. What's on the back here? The devil with a sword that kind of looks not like a sword. I used to like drawing the devil for some reason. I remember that. What the heck is this? Okay, I have no idea. Oh, this is trying to do cursive writing. I wonder what the heck. I probably didn't know how to spell that good. B-T-E. Yeah, I have no idea what the heck that says. I remember I used to pretend to write stuff and I didn't know what I was actually writing. I could spell my name, more or less. Okay, what's next here? The Animals Walk by Dakota. So if you guys don't know who my brother is, my little brother Dakota, we grew up together. If you do know who he is, then this is totally all good. That's probably traced. It looks traced to me because the lines are all connected. Same with in here. Probably cheated there. Okay. Oh, some more race cars. Some trucks. Look, pre-runner. I wonder what we modeled. So this is, this is probably like a Grand Prix type car. This looks like a sprint car. This looks like a pre-runner. This probably looks like an El Camino or something. And this is probably supposed to be just a sedan or something. But it has like a little spoiler on it. I don't know. Oh, and Mr. Potato Head. That's funny. I remember this. This is a muscle man, believe it or not. Those are not boobs. Wow. They're chest muscles. They're pecs. And look at all the muscles in here. With tattoos. And then the alphabet. Terrible teeth. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so I drew this because I signed it. And then Dakota drew Batman and Robin. I imagine that's what that is. I'm not sure what that says. Probably doesn't say anything. Probably just pretended to spell something. Oh, here's a guy. Okay, this is this looks like a dude on fire in a house, but actually it's a guy taking a really steamy bath. Not sure why either of us would have drawn that. Like I said, What the heck is this? Dinosaurs? I think those are dinosaurs. Okay. I don't remember what this is all about. But like I said, if you don't know who my brother is, this might be this might not be as funny or interesting. So if you don't know who he is, make sure that you follow the link in the regular vlog to his channel and you can watch his show. Okay, this is coffee. A man with a hat and a pencil. Oh, this is another stuffed animal we had. This is Doggy. Doggy had a tongue that stuck out. He was gray, white, and gray, and he was very fuzzy. And I can't remember what kind of dog he was supposed to be, but one of those big, fluffy dogs, like a Great Pyrenees, but like not that big, but just as fluffy or more fluffy. And they have they're like gray heads, white body, and then gray in the back as well. I don't know what they're called. Maybe one of you guys would know. The Four Bears Like Honey by Dakota. Okay, so he probably just had to draw pictures. Oh, this is lame. Yellow leaves. The teddy bear is brown. So you just had to... Teacher said to play safe. This is a red slide at the school that we went to. The elementary school we went to. I remember that slide. Never went down it after I saw someone pee on it. And I was like, okay, that's enough of that. Can you find the book? Yeah, look, looking underneath a lamp. Is that a bookshelf? I don't know what that is. Where is the bear's cave? Right there! And there's the bear with only 3 legs. Looks more like an ant. Yo! Okay, this was my very favorite thing to draw. I drew this in church. And I got this because my older brother Ken, when he still went to church, he's 10 years older than me, so he stopped going to church when I was, I don't know, I forget. But anyway, when he still went to church, because he had to, he would draw this type of stuff on the back of the whatever you call them, like programs and stuff. I can't remember exactly what he drew on, but I remember he would draw, or maybe he only did it one time, but ever since then, I did that, and Dakota did that. So I think I drew this one because I always put a haunted house on mine, but I can't be certain. And oftentimes I put the house that we actually lived in on it as well, but I don't see it here. Cave, 1 person. House with no windows. That's funny. Okay. Okay, this is from Sunday school or something. Dakota colored that. Black robes. Nice. Oh, look, here's another one. Maybe Dakota drew this one. I don't know. Yeah, Dakota. He wrote his name completely backwards right here. And that's a king or something. I'm not sure. Oh, look, more pretend cursive writing. I think because our mom wrote in cursive all the time, we thought it looked cool. Here is a caterpillar or something / snake, because it's got a snake tongue, but it's got a bunch of legs. It's got 4 legs on one side and 7 legs on the other. And then on the back, oh, the ghost of John, Santa Claus. I forget what that is. That might be Flick from A Bug's Life, but I don't remember exactly. Oh, and this is I think this is the Earth, but forgetting what the Earth looked like, but remembering that there was squiggly lines. I vaguely remember that, but I was really young, so I don't know. Man, I haven't looked in here in so long. So you guys are seeing this at the same time as me. Oh, this is supposed to be a wolf, I think. But I didn't draw this. Dakota did. Like, can you imagine if that was a wolf? A wolf, like, what a terrible representation. Yeah, see? Dakota. See? I know what I'm talking about. Oh, yo, what the heck? Dude. Okay. Before I even read this, I know exactly what this is depicting. This is when we went to Arizona. We climbed a mountain. And actually, Dakota, we were little. Dakota fell down and into the rocks. Now, today Quinn's dad read a story called The Lost Lake by Alan. Okay, this is got to be Dakota probably wrote this, because Quinn was actually Quinn was in my grade. Hold on, but we had a split grade at 1.2, so it made me think when Ken, Josh, and I went to Arizona, and Ken, Josh, and I went on a big mountain. Okay, this is yeah, Dakota wrote that. So this must have been when we were in a split class, probably grade 1 and 2, because in grade 3 would have been the last year we were at that school, and it was not split. So he was in grade 1, I was in grade 2, and this is his. It's funny how he made me the one falling when he fell, and he fell into, I think this right here is, you know, the cluster of rocks that he fell into. So he fell down the mountain. I think we even talk about it on the Just Joshing with Dakota channel. Can't remember. Oh, this is, I think this is Brother Bear. But what's funny is Brother Bear had a blue sweater on that said Dad. He was a gray teddy bear. This is maybe a snowman. I don't remember. That's creepy. It's got a hat, some eyes, a carrot type nose, and a smile. I don't remember what that was. This is, oh yeah, you know when those people come to your class and tell you to brush your teeth and don't do it just side to side, do it up and down? That's what that was. Oh yeah, I remember this pink highlighter that we got. We made up a game. We might actually see the game in here. It took some graph paper, a pink highlighter, and some wild imagination. Another Sunday school thing. Look, just the hair and the beard. He used some Just for Men's gel on that beard, you know, and then he didn't use any on his sideburns. He let those gray out so he'd look like a distinguished gentleman. Okay, pretty sure though he never got old, so never had gray hair. Maybe did. That's a creepy face. Oh, Dakota for sure drew this. This is a Dodge Viper, one of his favorite cars. GTSR, yeah. Viper GPSR, yeah. Yo, what the hell? I drew this in grade 4. Wow, that's trash. I remember everyone being so impressed with me over this. Look, I drew each individual pine needle in there. Nice. Okay, there's a guy down here chopping wood at his cabin. That's a terrible cabin. That's a massive cabin though, in his outhouse. Eagle flying up here. I was obsessed with drawing eagles. My brother Ken really liked eagles, or still does, right? And so he influenced us a lot when we were little. Probably still does in a way. But yeah, so I drew this because of that. Put a little sap pail on this tree, which what the heck, this is not the right type of tree for that. A little piece of wood. I even colored it to be like a yellow color, like wood. Another piece of wood that's broken, or maybe it's a log. Snake. Little bird Yeah, totally remember this. Trunk, cut off trunk there. Yeah, dude, I remember this. Oh, look, on the back of Hammerhead Shark. That has been erased. Totally remember that. Grade 4. Oh, dude, what the heck? This is hilarious. Okay, so this here, age 14. Wow, I was trash at age 14. I drew this when I was... Okay, I drew a picture very similar to this when I was a little kid. Like, I don't know how old. Maybe I was 5 or 6 or 7 or something like that. And then I drew this when I was 14. And then I found the two. Actually, I wonder if it's... Oh, that's not... I was... Oh, there it is! There it is! Yeah, okay. Okay, so age 7? Okay. I'm not sure who would have wrote that. Actually, you know, it looks like they were written at the same time. So maybe I just, at the time, had thought back to when I had drawn that. Because of this wolf here. Maybe I was 7 or maybe I was younger. Yeah, okay. I drew this. Years later, I drew this and I realized it's the same freaking guy. But I hadn't seen this when I drew this. I forgot about this, then found it later. I'm not sure why I kept it, but I did. Then I compared the two, and now I still have them. Look at his super hairy chest. It's funny because he has like a goatee and he has a hairy chest underneath. And hairy arms too. That's hilarious. Okay, that's funny. That's so funny. Okay. Oh, this is some more of Chakotay's Crusty underpants. He totally plagiarized from Captain Underpants. Okay. That is it for this binder. So if you watched the regular vlog, you saw the other drawings already that I found. It's funny that I put this in the shelf here because I hadn't even looked at it and was like, oh, here's a binder of papers. I should just put it on this bookshelf. I'm so glad I looked in it today. That was not expected. That's great. That is great. Oh, look, the binder says... Okay, I thought it said something else as well, but it just says stories. Stories. I gotta show Chakotay that. That is so funny. Alright, thanks for watching the bonus video. The deleted scenes. I hope you enjoyed it. Extra bonus footage. I just finished editing the main vlog and I saw something in the evil calculator artwork here that I thought was funny. I didn't explain it in the regular vlog or in this bonus deleted scenes. Let me show you here. This is Calvin because he dropped the calculator, and I'm assuming at some point in the story the calculator is talking to the teacher in this scene, probably when he told him he wouldn't touch his grubby shoes. I saw that. I thought that was interesting. Now, based off of how I wrote this story, I have to assume I was inspired by these, not novels, but these books I used to read when I was, I don't know, grade 5, 6, 7. It was a series, I think it was called the Wally McDougall series, but I can't be certain. But anyway, the main character in there would always get bullied by another character in the books, and the language and the insults and stuff I always thought was hilarious. So I think I tried to put some of that into this story here. Otherwise, I'm not sure why I would where I would have been inspired. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Another thing I'm just realizing right here. This is a 24-hour clock, but how would you keep track of the minutes? This doesn't make any sense. There's three arms on there, so one of them's got to be a second. That doesn't actually make any sense. Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting that I put the calculator falling off this guy's desk. One thing that I do remember about those Wally McDougall books is the cover very rarely was in the actual story. So it depicted a scene that didn't actually exist in the book, or not how it was shown on the cover anyways. And so maybe I was doing the same thing here. Although this is not the cover. I don't remember this assignment too much. The cover is this, but I don't know. I actually kind of remember spending very little time on this cover page. I spent more time on this page, and I didn't even spend that much time on there. I remember this because I wrote this story in about half an hour probably. I probably spent 15 minutes on the first day, 15 minutes on the second day. I sucked at doing these subjects like language arts. I did not like doing them at all. When I could be a little more creative, they were better, but yeah, I probably wrote this super quick. I remember in grade 9, I wrote this story as the teacher was collecting them. So we had like probably a week to write a story, and I didn't do it. And luckily our class was quite big for this subject, language arts. And our teacher, the English teacher there, she's collecting from, I was in the back right side of the classroom, and she was in the top left. So I was the very last person that she would pick them up from. I was praying she wouldn't be like, okay, hand them forward, and then she just walks across the front of the class. Luckily, I had time enough to write a story that I think I got decent marks on, even though she saw me writing it, like furiously writing it, like smoke coming from the pencil. I was probably using a pen. Weren't allowed to use pencil in that grade for writing in grade 9. But I was furiously writing up a story, but I can't remember what the story was, but it ended with such a stupid cop-out ending, I think, if I remember correctly, where it's like, but then I woke up, and luckily it was all a dream. It was like one of those endings, because, you know, it had to be a certain length. I got to that length somehow, and then wrote in a terrible ending so I wouldn't have to put in a real ending, and I think I got pretty good marks. In this case, I think I probably wrote this actually in detention, because I mentioned detention in it, and I probably had a couple days of detention for doing something stupid, and I probably wrote this during the recess, the couple recesses. I know that I wrote it in at least 2 goes, because there's 2 different pen colors in here. But got pretty good marks, 43 out of 45. That's It was an A minus, right? I don't actually know. I never understood how a mark was given. But I did pretty good. Pretty good for, I'm assuming this is probably grade, this had to be grade 6 or 7. Can't remember. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this bonus video. Thanks for watching. I think this will be the last clip I insert.